Hey Dog Pros, Josh from DigiWoof here, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to create boundaries through automation using our software Clix. If you're a pet professional, chances are you can probably think of a few instances where client boundaries have been blurred. I know that in my professional career as a dog trainer and before that as a dog walker, I can certainly think of a few instances where clients have blurred those boundaries. I can think of a few clients where they might text me at 9 o'clock at night expecting an answer right away, and a few other clients where they've certainly wanted to get on a phone call during my day off, for example. And so with that said, we wanted to make sure inside of Clix you had the ability to set those boundaries without having to have those difficult conversations with your clients. And so in today's video, I'm going to show you how to create after-hours responses inside of our software Clix. And to be a bit more specific, I'm going to show you how to create those automated responses for texts, emails, phone calls, and even social media for your off hours. And so with that said, let's jump right in. All right, so I'm in my Clix account here in our automation builder, and we're going to build an automation from scratch together. So every automation starts with a trigger. So basically, when this thing happens, have this other stuff happen. So in this case, when someone calls our phone and we don't answer and it is after hours, have this other stuff happen. Or when it is during business hours, have this other stuff happen. So we're just going to have, in this example, have it be based on our call status. And so when the call direction is incoming, so coming into us, and the status is either busy, canceled, no answer, or voicemail, so everything other than we pick up and complete the call, we want something to happen. So this is called basically a missed call text back. So when your client calls you at 9 o'clock p.m. on a Friday and wants an answer to a question right now, we want to send an automated text back saying, hey, sorry, we'll get back to you on Monday morning, or whatever those hours are for you. So what we're just going to do is create two different branches here, basically. So when it is during business hours, this is the response for missed calls, and when it is after business hours, this is the response. So I am just going to have an if-else, so that just gives us when it is this, do this, when it is that, do that. So we're just going to say when the current hour is after, let's say 6 p.m. That sounds like a good boundary to have. We're going to send one message. When it is before 6 p.m., we will send another message. So this one is after 6 p.m. So current hour is after 6 p.m. And then we're just going to have one other branch that is going to be before 6 p.m. Okay. And so then I am going to say same thing, current hour is before 6 p.m. Okay. So then you see we have two branches here. And so then we're just saying when someone calls our phone and we don't answer during business hours, send them this message. When it's after business hours, send them this other message. So we're just going to start with before 6 p.m. So I'm just going to say when they call us, I'm going to send them a text, so an SMS, and I'm just going to say something like, hi there, Josh from DigiWoof here. So sorry I missed your call. I'm currently with a client. If you'd like to schedule a call, click here. Or, so rather than typing it out, you can imagine that I've just typed that all out. I'm going to save that. So now if it is before 6 p.m., they are going to get this response. And then I can just copy this action and then copy it over here. So then if it is after 6 p.m., I can then say something like, hi there, Josh from DigiWoof here. We're currently out of office. We'll be back in tomorrow morning. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them here. Otherwise, we will give you a call back then. Something like that. And so now we're pretty much done here. So we're built out. And so just to show you again, once more, how we are built out. So when someone calls our Clix number, and it is busy, canceled, voicemail, or no answer, everything but completed. The system is then asking, is it Friday or Saturday? if it is Friday or Saturday, then send them this text. And so we may something to say, hey, these are our days off. We'll get back to you on Sunday morning. And then if it is not Friday or Saturday, we are then asking one more clarifying question as far as, is it during business hours or is it after business hours? So then we're just going to say something like, for after hours, hi there, so sorry we missed your call. We'll be sure to get back to you tomorrow morning or during our next business hours. If you'd like to schedule a call, though, in the meantime, click here. So that's a way to get people on the calendar without having to actually call them back or play phone tag necessarily. And then if it is during business hours and we don't answer, we're just responding and making it look as if we are really busy and we have a lot of clients. So we'll get back to them when they can. If they'd like to schedule a call, though, in the meantime, click here. So for one, we are setting boundaries here. So after hours, before hours, during the work week, during your weekend, and then changing that response to still save that potential opportunity. Now, I'm going to save this. And so know that we can also do this for other things as well. So I could go out of here and duplicate this. And so I'm just going to do that really quick. So I'm just going to find my after hours automation. There we go. Just to make sure that was the one. And then I'm going to clone this. So then I'm going to say after hours. I should name that one probably after hours missed call. I'm going to call this one after hours chat widget. Okay. So now that that's created, I'm going to go in there. And so now it's not a call anymore. So I'm just going to delete this trigger. And then I'm going to say for the chat widget. And it's actually going to be customer replied. And then I just need to be specific about the reply channel. And so then the reply channel is chat widget. Okay. And so when someone responds to my chat widgets or they message in via the chat widgets, same thing applies here, right? So, hi there, Josh from DigiWoof here. We've received your inquiry. We're out of office Friday and Saturday, but we'll be sure to get back to you on Sunday. If you have any questions in the meantime, leave them here. Otherwise, feel free to schedule a call as well. So that is something I could do. Additionally, same thing applies for the after hours during business hours. So you can see how this applies to the chat widget. I could do it for email. I could do this for Instagram or if they respond to a text, for example. And so then just imagining I cloned this once more and then just changed it to replied to a text. Then we have this all built out. But let's say I want to do it for Instagram, for example. So then when someone replies via Instagram, if it is Friday or Saturday, instead of a text, I'm just going to delete this. I'm actually going to want to put an Instagram DM. So there we go. And then I can say, hi there, thanks for reaching out, XYZ, yada, yada. And same thing for the business hours too. So I'm just going to say, put some filler text so it'll save. So you can see, theoretically, I could have an Instagram response for that. I'm going to copy that action, put it here, copy it once more, and put it here and delete these guys. Okay, look how easy that is. So then I have just in the last 5 or so minutes created a response for text. I've also created a response for Instagram, as well as a missed call text back. And so just having these boundaries here is, for one, creating boundaries so people will respect our time. They'll know when they're going to hear back from you. It looks very professional rather than just being this, solo person that they can, just text whenever and whatnot. And they can, just they're not going to hear back from you at 9 o'clock at night necessarily. So, additionally, this helps with business too, right? So let's say these aren't clients, but rather these are potential clients reaching out. And so if they called your phone from Google and you didn't answer, before they can scroll down to that next listing for the other dog trainer in town, they will have heard back from you, seeing like, wow, this person's really on it. They have a scheduling system and I can get on the calendar right away. So that is a great way of saving business when you can't necessarily answer the phone. And so there you have it. I hope you're getting some ideas for how you might implement boundaries in your own business through automation. and you're feeling confident about using a system like ours to facilitate those boundaries with your clients and potential clients too. So if you found today's video helpful, please let me know in the comments and be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much, and we will catch you on the next video.